Menopausal and perimenopausal women, listen up. It's time to take control of your health and comfort, and Winona is here to help. Winona is a telemedicine company for menopause care who believes that your symptoms are real, important, and deserve to be taken seriously. And for many women, this starts with hormone replacement therapy. Winona's HRT is made with plant-based, bioidentical hormones rather than synthetic ones, so it better aligns with your body to offer relief from hot flashes, weight gain, and other uncomfortable symptoms. 80% of women who use Winona find relief within just 90 days. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit buywinona.com today to start your free visit. With free shipping and the ability to pause or cancel at any time, your path to wellness has zero obligations. Use code SPRING24 at buywinona.com for 25% off your first treatment plan. That's BYWINONA.com for 25% off. Winona. Menopause care made easy. Summer is the season of hot temperatures, outdoor adventures, and refreshing water activities. Summer is also the season of rough on your feet, causing dry, cracked heels and toes. Introducing Babyfoot, the original exfoliation foot peel that contains 16 natural extracts formulated to remove dead skin cells in 3 easy steps. Apply the booties, relax for an hour, then wash your feet. In 14 days, you've got baby smooth skin and your feet have never been softer. Letting dead skin cells build up over time is hazardous to your foot health. Our professional-grade DIY products, like our original exfoliation foot peel, our men's foot peel, or our moisturizing mask, are some of the best foot care products on the market, created with your foot health in mind. Pamper yourself with a spa day from the comfort and convenience of your own home with Babyfoot. If you want a chemical-free, easy-to-use exfoliating process from the company that created the original foot peel, it's time to treat yourself to Babyfoot. Go to babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24 and get 20% off your first order with Babyfoot. That's babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24.
Hello, and welcome to Too Stupid to Live, a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and today's episode is a very special one entitled TSTL Presents We Didn't Read the Book. You know, if there's one thing that's relatively cheaper than buying a cheap romance novel, it's not buying the novel at all. And that is what my guests and I did today. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the popular and controversial Polish erotic drama 365 DNI or 365 Days or 365 Days. So I watched it while on FaceTime with a few of my girlfriends, and by the end of the movie, we decided that we needed to do a debrief, and what better way to do so than on this podcast. However, if you are looking for a book to read, especially if you're into contemporary romances, please check out Crushing It by debut author Lorelei Parker. The premise of this book is so adorable. It's about Sierra, who is a super shy role-playing game developer, and she tries to overcome her fear of public speaking. But in doing so, she reunites with a high school crush. But she also harbors feelings for another guy. So, if you're a fan of love triangles and books that are also about a journey to become self-empowered, check out Crushing It. It's gotten some great reviews, and I am sure that you will enjoy it. And you can visit tstlpodcast.com for links on where to buy it. So, as for today's episode, I have 2 returning guests, very good friends of mine, Farah and Jennie Pierson. Jennie is a hilarious actress and comedian who's appeared on Blackish and Kidding, and Chris is a super hilarious performer and pop culture junkie, and you can check out her YouTube channel where she does recaps of the TV show 90 Day Fiancé. So, without further ado, please enjoy this review of 365 Days, or 365 Days, whichever you choose. Guys, Chris, Jennie, welcome back to Too Stupid to Live.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
I have called this meeting to order so we can debrief the Polish erotic drama 365 DNI or 365 Days. Mm-hmm. So do you guys want to give us a brief synopsis, if for those of us who haven't seen it, what basically this movie is about?
I honestly don't know.
And that's Jennie, you're 100% right.
Pay attention to the plot. I have no idea what the plot was.
A lot happens in the first 5 minutes. You know, it gets, as scripts tend to do nowadays, like you jump in and there's things that happen. But we figure out that real early on that there's a hot man, and his name is Massimo.
Massimo.
And he...
God, I forgot that's what his name is.
Jennie, that's his name.
Our favorite brand from Target.
That's how I remember his name. I literally, everything I'm wearing right now is Massimo, so I'm just decked in Massimo. Massimo is around my body.
Yeah, honey, he's going to jail. You know, but this one isn't, but that one is.
Every time I buy clothes from Target now, I'm like, I'm probably helping them pay for their lawyer.
I know. But we need tank tops. What are you going to do?
I know. Anyway, okay, so we got Massimo the mobster. He's a Polish mobster.
Now, Massimo is just like hanging out on like some sort of beautiful rooftop. And he looks down and he sees Laura, hot as hell.
Oh, gorgeous.
And we don't know, we like don't understand this scene, like what's happening. He's like looking at her on the beach, but like he's looking at her from high above, like through binoculars. But what we see is like a camera right in front of like Laura's face. Like it isn't like, because he wouldn't see her face that far away to be able to fall in love. You know,
Chris has already pointed out the first logic flaw in this movie that I didn't even realize.
Like we get to see Laura, like our first shots of Laura are just like face beauty, like is she selling us makeup, like happy honey, is she like, is it like Tampax, what is this commercial going to be, you know? But
I literally think it was at this point that I was like, what is happening?
I thought that moment happened for you, Jennie, at the conference, at the meeting that happened.
That was super confusing.
That was I didn't get it. I
think there was I didn't get it either, but there was a shootout, right? Like someone Massimo's dad got shot and Massimo gets shot, but not fatally. And I think like as he's getting shot, he thinks he's gonna die and he like sees the beautiful woman on the beach. Again, how, as Chrissy pointed out, we don't know.
What was she doing there?
Being
She's
beautiful.
just hanging with her girlfriends.
Do you think that was a vision or it was real?
Oh.
Okay.
I thought did someone say this or did I say this where like it was very reminiscent of when Eric sees Ariel for like a brief second in Little Mermaid.
That's how it looked to me, like when she saves him after the drowning and
so all he sees is like I'm making this is a podcast, so I feel like, but like, you know, just like her up close face, like looking at him.
Chris is making beautiful sultry
Chris looks
eyes right
great.
now.
You look at that. Oh man, guys,
out.
The woman of my dreams right now.
By the way, you look for this podcast. I'm using a ring light.
You look great.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, you look amazing.
Yeah, you do look great.
Setup. You know what to do.
Then it goes right to a cut now where he's in a office setting, like a boardroom, honey, and people are he's talking about his family's finances and they look extreme. And it's one big boardroom with a lot of faces we'll never see again, but his face and then her face. And for the first, because I've seen this movie now 3 times, that's fine.
Oh, you watched it 3 times. Oh, I was like, how are you remembering like every single detail?
Yeah, no. I barely could remember anything the first time I watched it, but we see her too. And so when I first watched this movie, I was like, they work for the same company. I did not realize it was 2 things.
No, yeah, I was confused as well. Yeah.
But yeah, so he is like trying to be like threatening like boss. It's very Succession, you know, he's just like fuck off or whatever, but like in the Michelle Maroney way. By the way, just like side note is I feel like we would not be talking about this movie, period, the end, if it wasn't for the fact that Michelle Maroney is so hot. Like this movie wouldn't exist, right?
I mean, the movie, no one would be watching it. He is insane. Like it's like so hot, I have to run away and hide under a pillow.
Yeah.
Can I ask a controversial question?
Yeah.
Do you guys think so I guess like with my favorite hot men.
Who are your favorite hot men, just for like reference?
The guy from Normal People.
Oh.
Did you watch the show Normal People?
I know who you're talking about.
Oh my God. You neither of you have seen it? Oh, I can't believe this. Oh my God. You have to. Oh my God. You have to see it.
We were both too busy
it's
rewatching.
So good, and the guy is a hunk, like a top-notch hunk.
Paul Mescal?
I don't know.
Connell Waldron?
Connell, yes. He is extraordinary.
Oh boy, yeah, he's good looking.
Yeah, but like your Ryan Goslings, your Idris Elbas, your I don't know, who are some other hunks?
Yeah.
Like they also have this like charm. They have a charm,
Mm-hmm.
And I find the minute this man in DNA started speaking, I was like, oh, you don't have any of that charm.
No. He
kind
was
of a bro.
Yeah, I feel like he was missing like Chris Pine, I think, is a charmer, right?
Chris Pine, very charming, hunky.
Massimo is basically a Ken doll to the point where he's a man. Like Massimo's a mannequin. The actor who plays him.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Who knows he's hot, and then on top of knowing he's hot, which he is, he also thinks that he's an amazing actor / singer.
Yeah.
And both of those things are far from the truth, and it does make him less attractive. Like, I would never be able to go on a date with him or whatever, but like, do I want to look at him for extended periods of time without him knowing, because he's an egomaniacal, like, narcissist? Yes?
Yeah, you don't want him to know, because that'll feed his ego.
Oh, if I was at a bar with him and he made eyes at me, I literally would be like, ugh. In my mind, be like, you're so hot, but you can't know it.
I would run away and scream. Like, that's how, when people are just like, they're so hot, like, it gives you nightmares. Like, Massimo has given me nightmares.
It's difficult to look. I felt like this way about the guy on Normal People. It hurts me to look at him.
You're so beautiful, it hurts to even look at you.
Yeah, it's like painful. It's like, but then there's like all of this like weird. Then I'm like, I feel like ashamed of myself, and then it's like I feel fear, like real fear.
Sometimes I think about like, oh my God, what if I booked a part where I had to act opposite of Massimo? Like, do you know what I mean? Like in some world.
What in the world would that be?
I have no idea, where it's just some movie and I book like legit a one line thing of like, here's your tea, bye, or whatever.
I would love that. Here's your chai.
Yeah.
Here's the chai tea, sir.
It keeps me up at night as to like how I would be
so mean to you, like not because of you, just because you had a one line in this movie. Like any person that isn't like, I'm sure he was mean to like the director and the leading lady too. He doesn't look like that.
He's definitely got a huge ego.
Oh yeah, and you could see it in his character, I guess. Maybe he was just playing himself. A guy.
Yeah, maybe he's just like a method actor.
He's really method. Yeah.
And singer, as he is a double threat.
So song in that thing.
So this movie happens, and it wouldn't be popular on Netflix if it wasn't for the fact that we're all in quarantine. So we've gone through Netflix, honey. We have nothing else to watch, and they did pick a very attractive person to be in this movie. I mean, I get you, Jennie, but I mean, he's hot.
Yeah, to each his own. It's
I like him dark.
Right?
Yeah, so. Eventually,
I did think when you guys were sending me photos, like before we watched it, I was like, oh my God. Like I was scanning his Instagram. It really just hearing him speak changed the game.
Yeah. Well, first of all, so basically we have our female who's in like a shitty relationship. Like the sex isn't good with her boyfriend. He sucks. Yes. We decided he basically looks like an improviser. Why this beautiful woman is with him, we don't know.
He's not rich. And
that guy was so gross.
He forgets her birthday.
Yeah.
Even though he took her on a birthday trip, which seems awkward. Like, he takes her on a birthday trip, and on her actual birthday, like, forgets it's her birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I went for a hike.
I guess story-wise, they were like, we need to make sure the audience doesn't like this guy. Like, we need to
dress him poorly.
No room.
Like, that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely like, it was very much like, why are you with him? Why are you with him, Laura?
Oh yeah, and then remember, so she comes home from her meeting, right? They both had their like split screen meetings, and you realize it's like two different meetings. And then she comes home, she's hot as hell. The girl's like, she's hot too. Like, it's in a very Instagram model way. Like, not that she's a big booty and like, but like everything, she's like, like the cheekbones and everything's happening. Yeah. Small nose, cheekbones. And she like tries to like hang out with her dude, and she's like, do you want to go? Like, have fun. And this guy's like, no, your heart condition. And then so we are now beaten over the head with the fact that she has a heart condition and can't bone what he doesn't, I don't know, whether he doesn't want to bone her now, just, once a week is all her heart can take, whatever's happening.
Yeah, or it's like she's just like, or he uses it as an excuse to not bone her. He's like, oh, like maybe one time she was like too out of breath, and he's like, your heart. And then now he won't bone her at all.
Yeah.
So then we have this insane, she goes into the bedroom, and we have one of the most problematic scenes of the movie, I think, which is, okay. I mean, which is this masturbation scene.
Yes.
Which she takes out a vibrator, and she has this pretty intense time with herself, which, like, I guess looks pretty hot, but, I mean, the book itself is like this BDSM kind of sub-dom relationship, and yet you have like a very, dare I say, vanilla like masturbation scene.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Except for her like Misty Copeland at the end, which is like she like looks like she's about to like do the nutcracker on the ceiling. Like the toes are pointed, and she's just like, she's like, I don't know, Becky, you were about.
She does what a changement. You come to a changement.
I mean, I guess this highlights the biggest problem with the movie is that it feels like it was written by teen boys.
Yeah.
But it's actually written and directed both by two women.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? It was directed by a woman? No. I mean, I guess, this is interesting. I mean, I guess like you could say like the camera was like focused on him.
Yeah.
It was like the angle. I'm not a director. I don't know camera words, but it was like the gaze felt, I don't know, but then it did also feel super exploitative of her.
Well, yeah, because like the main premise of the movie is Massimo kidnaps this woman that he's in love with, and he's like, I'm kidnapping you, and you have a year to fall in love with me, which is a fucked up premise. Let's just say that. It's fucked up.
Really fucked up.
It's like very Beauty and the Beast, very Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Which really is disturbing to think about. Yeah, which like occurred. Somebody said that. One of you guys said that when we were watching it, and I was like, "Oh wow, that's what we grew up on. That's fucked up."
Yeah, that we can just be taken by a man, and in both situations, of course, the woman ends up falling in love with her captor,
right?
And then softens him to a degree.
Right. It turns out he's nice, or something.
So all their nose in the end.
Yeah, it's just like a full gaslighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you thought doesn't matter. It's not true. It's not real.
Right. And the thing is that like, to me, I find that to be an upsetting trope and like an upset, like Beauty and the Beast I loved, but when I watched it with the Emma Watson one, for some reason seeing it in live action bothered me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why. And I kind of got the same feeling from watching this movie of like, I am not a fan of this type of story, but I'm totally okay with people who maybe who are like, when I role play with my partner, like this is our scenario. You know what I mean? But I feel like for people who like are watching this movie and like don't know that that might be a kink or whatever, like they're probably gonna watch it and be like, what the fuck is this movie?
Yeah. I think I didn't realize that this was going to be so, I didn't really know. I just heard like a sexy movie. And so I was like excited about it. And I feel like our friend Phoebe is not here, but she presented this perspective that I hadn't thought about, which is the way it was marketed is super troubling. How it was like, ladies, get your wine. Like you're going to have a fun night with your girlfriends watching the sexy movie. And it's really like a pretty problematic anti-feminist like it's not and it's not campy or something, it's not really like enough of anything to be fun.
I mean, that's why I think that masturbation scene was problematic, because it was like she's just having like a regular orgasm, and I think the movie equates like having an orgasm or enjoying sex in general also means that you enjoy being held captive. Like,
oh,
do you get what I'm saying? I feel like I'm like, my brain is broken, but like,
yeah, no, that makes sense. Like she's getting off on this scenario. And in this movie, it's real. It isn't a fantasy.
Yeah.
Or we never were privy to like her talking about how this might be her fantasy.
Exactly.
Like I wish if it was like a thing, like if it was like revealed that like this was her husband or something, like, or this was like a plan, like a fun planned,
like it's like this big
thing to do.
Yeah, like this whole time it was their foreplay,
Yeah,
like
and that's part of the problem with this movie too, is there was no foreplay.
Yeah.
What if, like, this movie would be a different movie also if, like, two things had happened. If in, like, the early sets up with the boyfriend that she doesn't like, if she was like, babe, I would love you if you sometime were a little rough with me. And he was like, you're hard, I can't do it. But it was just that he was lazy or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when she is held captive in the mansion, he's like, all this, like, da-da-da-da-da. But if you really want to leave, you just go through the back door. Like if she could always leave, but, like she decided. But like, but we took this movie our own. I also want to say that like I understand that I actually didn't think of it as being like I hadn't seen any of the marketing of it, so I didn't know it was marketed as like a wine watching with your women type deal, which is coincidentally how this started because I was like, let's watch.
Yeah, and that's what I thought that too. I was like, oh, cool, fun, like Magic Mike.
I did watch it campily though. Like maybe that's my normal like filter through this. Like I never watched this movie being like, this is real, and I'm like, I never like had fun with myself during or after the movie, like thinking about it. Like, I laughed while watching this movie. Like, so other things that happen in this movie that are ridiculous is the music is out of control, the dumbest. And when you watch it, especially with the subtitles, it like will give you the lyrics, and it's kind of like watching like a reality show where you don't know the music, but it's like very, like after a heartbreak scene, they'll be like, where will I meet the person I finally am with? Where it's just like, it's so heavy-handed. And then on top of that, you realize that the person singing is Michelle Monroney. And so like, to me, that was so hilarious. And I knew that. But like, I did watch this movie laughing at it the majority of the time. Having said that, there are a lot of problems with it. And if women feel triggered by this movie in a way, I 100% get it. It just wasn't my experience. I've
been thinking about this a lot because I was talking to Phoebe about it, and I was like, God, like that didn't even occur to me that and even in watching it, I was like, okay, and I was thinking about it a lot and talking a little bit to Phoebe about it, and I realized I grew up on Skinamax, like adult late night softcore porn, and that I gobbled that up, when I was a teen, and then in like my early 20s when I would like babysit for people who had like cable. Yeah, watch like softcore porn and then like quickly
after
change
the kids would go to bed, right?
Yeah, okay. and after the kids would go to bed. Oh my god. Okay, and like on like super low to mute, like on mute, like terrified.
You improvise their lines for them.
But this was my chance. There was no internet yet in the same way. But like, so that's like the porn that I grew up on, and like still what I actually, if I'm going to watch porn, that is currently what I watch because I'm so disturbed by a lot of modern porn, it feels really sometimes maybe not as consensual as it needs to be, or not like what I'm looking for necessarily. So like this kind of like softcore thing is what I grew up on, and that this movie felt like a 90s softcore porn. Like it had all the trappings. Like it felt almost exactly like it could have been written in 98 or something. Like the story, the way the sex scenes were shot, the music, the plot, like everything. And so I think like it didn't occur to me to think like this might be a problem. And that in itself is a problem.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I feel like it's kind of we're learning as we go, like we were talking about how Duffy put out that letter of like this was triggering, and it's like, okay, like this is good to know that this kind of story is triggering to people. We should have realized that. I mean, maybe like I watched the show. Don't ask me why. Actually, ask me why. 13 Reasons Why. That show 13 Reasons Why.
13 Reasons Why you watched 13 Reasons Why.
Because boredom.
The show.
The show.
Oh yeah,
I watched the show, and in the beginning of each episode, they're like, there are scenes in this show that might be triggering because it's for teens, and it's like about like really deep things like depression and suicide and stuff, and it's just like they have like a disclaimer, and it's like, well, I think 365 should have a disclaimer of like, you know what I mean, like this. Oh
my god, it should definitely have had a disclaimer.
Yeah,
that's so irresponsible.
Agreed.
I also like feel bad for Duffy, but I mean, I feel bad for Duffy. She like, first of all, I love Duffy. I mean, I don't know all her music, but I loved that song Mercy.
Oh, it's great.
And like but I mean, like, of course this movie is triggering for her. She has talked about the fact that she was kidnapped and held and sexually assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is what happens during this movie. So it's like, no one is going to like argue with you that like, I would never have you watched. I wouldn't, like, yeah, it's not for you,
mm-hmm.
like, I'm so sorry that happened, Duffy. Like, that really sucks.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's other women that have been like sexually assaulted. You shouldn't, this movie would be hard to watch. I think that I like probably operate with a certain amount of privilege when I talk through this like movie with you guys, that like I haven't experienced that, so it wasn't triggering for me, and that's just like my own experience.
And I mean,
like, the privilege that I haven't had to like deal, but I still feel for people, and you're right. I think there should be like warnings or whatever.
And this isn't to. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say like this isn't to say that like anyone who is sexually assaulted would hate this movie. Like it is just like, well, if this has happened to you, and if like the imagery, the story can be like triggering, because like at the end of the day, like I feel like we shouldn't shame anyone, like whether they like this movie or don't like this movie or were triggered by it. I think like, yeah, because like I feel like I enjoyed it in terms of how bad the acting was.
Yes, me too.
How bad the story is, the costumes, the makeover montages, like all of it.
Montages, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that
it was fun to watch with friends, and yeah.
And I feel like if that's what people go for in a movie, regardless of what has happened to them in the past, then like that's great, but if you do experience trauma, there should be, if you have experienced trauma, I think it's like responsible for Netflix to put like a trigger warning.
Right. Well, I think it speaks to something else interesting that I was thinking about is I made a joke when we were watching it, like, oh, I think I've actually been in a BDSM relationship and just not known.
Yeah.
But this like dominant, submissive thing, emotionally, sexually, I've been in for sure. I've been with a lot of the men I've been with have been super like sexually aggressive, and like, it didn't occur to me that like, oh, this is should maybe not be okay, or like I need to be giving more consent or something, like because of, I don't know, my socialization or whatever. Like, so it sort of should be triggering for me, and it didn't occur to me until like that was brought up, and I find that really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really notice because I've just been so socialized to think this is like normal or funny or so absurd or something, where like really the
or whatever. But definitely with like this builds itself as a BDSM relationship, but it's truly not. Like in what we know now, like BDSM relationships, there's consent across the board when you're doing it healthily, when there's open
when it's real,
or consensual. There's like, you know, usually like people talk about beforehand what kind of things they're into and what they're not, and there's yes, of course, there's safe words, and there's a way of like also having a trust and communication involved, so that whatever play you're doing amongst each other, you're both in for, you know, literally, which doesn't happen in this movie, honey. She's kidnapped, so like it's bad, you know, not right, not real.
And I think though, like, because I was like interested in watching it, because it's like I've read books like this before where it's like fucking insane, but like there's, you know, like if you're the audience for it, like let's say you and your partner like enact that, like this is a scenario you enact with when you have sex with your partner, like it feels like it should be like, this is who that's for. Or if you like this trope just because it's something that you like watch it, you know, like because like I feel like BDSM is hot. I feel like sub-dom, especially like if a female is dom, or I don't know, I like them both ways. But like,
ooh, girl, she's a switch.
I'm a switch. Yeah. Well, I'm a watcher. I'm a watch and read switch.
Oh.
No, I mean like
what?
Well, I'm just saying, like, in terms of my experience, like, I've read more and watched more.
I see.
Have experienced more.
I was like, what's a bitch?
Oh, it's like a nerd who doesn't have sex at all, but watches and reads both.
Reads a lot about it, watches about it. I mean, that's fine.
And yearns for.
I really wanted to be like sometimes I like to watch.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Like, ooh, like I'm a little voyeur.
Well, I mean, I do like to watch just from my computer and feeling sad.
Right. From the safety of my home.
With my private browser on.
Remember chat roulette? Anyway, yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, chat roulette. Okay, should we talk about the nickname that Massimo calls our main lady?
Yeah.
Baby girl.
Oh, I forgot about that.
The first thing he says to her, oh my God. Okay, there's going to be a beep in the background of this podcast. Sorry, everyone, my neighbors. Anyway, I've
got a cricket currently in my house, so
I don't hear it.
Living nuts.
Yeah, wait. I hate that he calls. So yeah, we first time hear him call her that because like before he kidnaps her, she gets, you know, she's at her birthday dinner or one of her birthday dinners, like during this birthday trip with her like bum boyfriend.
Her improv boyfriend.
She gets like a bottle of like Dom Perignon sent to the table, and she's like something like, I swear to God, like, oh Dom, like how'd you know what's my favorite? And he's like, I didn't do this. And then she's like, what? And she runs out. And then this was confusing because we're like, how does she know him already? Like she runs out to see like who it was. And then like, she like gets out and she's like, doesn't see him. So she turns around, he's right there. And he's like, lose your way, baby girl.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like.
And the way he comes out is like a fucking vampire. Like it's not, he defied the laws of physics. Like I thought like, oh, this is a supernatural movie. He's a vampire.
Yes, this is like this. So this movie.
Oh my God! I wish it should have had that element.
That'd be great if he was a vampire. It would just make everything so much better.
Yeah, it would have been like easier to explain. If he's like an actual monster.
Yeah.
But yeah, he calls her baby girl, which is also, I guess, in line with BDSM-ness or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, is it?
Some daddy, which I'm happy about. You know,
she doesn't call him daddy.
Did she call him daddy? No,
I'm saying I don't think she ever calls him daddy.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it makes me uncomfortable. Like I feel like it's infantile. I know people are turned on by it, and I'm in no way shaming anyone who would likes that. But for me, it just feels like it's infantilizing, and I'm like,
is it the baby girl or like
the baby?
Because I don't mind if someone. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I like it too.
And I get it. I get people
not in the context of like this movie because it is problematic, but in the context of my own fantasies or whatever, I kind of like it.
I think that's great.
Guys like, baby, are you good? Like, I'd be like, no.
I know it's never actually happened in real life, so I can't speak to it. Like if that happened, I wouldn't just be like, "What the fuck did you say?"
But no, and it's like, that's great. I feel like, you know what it is? Like, I feel like for me, like, no one's ever called me baby girl. I've certainly read a ton of erotica where they're referred to as baby girls, and it's still like a turn on. But like, I feel like if someone said that to me being called baby girl is like different than me watching her being called baby. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's hot. That's hot.
Yeah. So he when he like grabs her though, he like a lot during this movie, he grabs her face and grabs her neck, and it's just like,
with no warning. That was a little.
I don't like those parts.
I know that like people like that. I mean, this is like the difficult thing is like, well, people like there are women who like that, you know, legitimately like want to be choked, etc. I don't. So seeing it is a little bit jarring, like without any warning and that isn't that something we kind of were like, we wish there was just more like talked about consent.
Yeah. Of like
we want to see, you know, them talk a little bit about what's about to happen or something, like a paper to be signed.
Exactly. Like
a contract.
Yeah, a contract.
Yeah.
Of just, or her being, and of him, like, if he's like, okay, you can leave anytime. And she's like, great. And he's like, give me a list of things that you like. And she's like, okay, well, I like my neck being grabbed. I like being called baby girl. I like fucking on yachts. I like watching you get a blowjob by another woman while I'm tied to a bed.
She did like that. Yeah, yeah. I thought that was hot. Let's talk about that scene, can we? I can't wait.
Of course, yeah. Okay, so she's kidnapped. Well, let's just say when he first kidnaps her, he says, I won't do anything that you don't want, even though
that's true.
But he's doing it while he's like,
I won't touch you. It's like, I'm not going to touch you until you beg for it or something.
That's true.
Okay.
Yes.
Even though he's touching her during that scene, like neck-wise. You know,
he's like rubbing, he's like under her, like, he's like touching here, you know, sorry, I just showed you guys a really awkward angle. But like, he's just like touching her stomach a little bit. But yeah.
Which is not touching her.
Exactly. Yeah.
Your waist doesn't count.
No. Because if like a hot guy like Massimo was touching me anywhere, I'd just melt into a puddle of just myself.
I wouldn't speak English, honey. I'd probably speak Polish. You know, can't speak Polish, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this is like a detour, but I'm curious, have you read, I didn't know that this was like directed, written by women. Have they said anything about it? Have you guys read anything like from them or
I haven't
interviews or anything?
I probably should have.
I'm so curious.
Yeah, I probably should have to prepare for this.
No, it's fine.
Fuck me.
Being Polish, we wouldn't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've only read stuff about the movie itself. Like, I didn't read, like, how, like, was it the book received as well as, like, 50 Shades was here?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. Okay. So, blowjob scene.
So after this conversation, like, and he's like, I'm not gonna touch you until you want me to, like, she starts to do like subtle things that like make us like being like, oh, she's like slightly teasing him. Because then another part of like the BDSM is that, which I'm just like this. I mean, this movie happened at a situation where I was like starting to like kind of research or like understand a BDSM relationship more than I ever have before. Whatever, God bless. But there's like this concept of being like bratty or like a sub would be like bratty or a tease in some way or like that, like mischievous, you know, and like
get disciplined. Yeah,
exactly. And she starts to kind of do that, like she, you know, like. At one point, she like runs out when she's not supposed to run out, and she sees him like kill somebody, you know, and then she's like taken back to her thing, and then
She also like flaunts her body in front of him. Like let's just say the 75% of this movie is shopping montages.
Oh my god! I cannot believe how many makeover montages there are in this movie. There's so many,
and it's like, what do they need to make over?
We don't even get one in most movies. In this one, there was like 5.
There are so many. Goddamn, she's in a changing room and putting on a dress and just loving it.
Yeah, she loves shopping. Women be shopping.
So she teases him with like her body, like she tries on lingerie in front of him.
Yeah, then he like gets in the room and she's like, "No, don't look at me," you know. So at one point, she like, okay, he chains her up in this room that's his master bedroom, like across from a huge Becky. What is it?
That was crazy.
It's a picture of him. It's a huge portrait of him next to a tiger or a lion.
Oh my God. Just the narcissism.
It's like a Tiger King meets 365 DNA. I mean, it is like...
Yeah. Also, it was like never clear, like, he's just a businessman. Like, it's not clear what he does. And I did want to say remind you of my favorite line. When he just like shows up in her room, or she's like sleeping, and then she wakes up and he's like there, like sitting in the room. And I can't remember what the scene was about, but she mentioned something about like, well, can't you do this because you're the CEO of your company or whatever? And his line was, yes, that is one of the positive things about being a boss.
A boss of.
Like, yes, I can do what I want because that is one of the cool things about being a boss. Like, what?
His like read is as stiff as other parts.
Yeah, like what does that line even mean? It was just like business words, business.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns multiple companies, but it's like I think it's all a show because he's like in the mafia and like and also like why she was in that bed, Jennie, was because she had witnessed him murder someone in her heart condition.
Wait a second, he murdered somebody?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like remember he like the first
murdered
in this castle, she like tries to escape, right, and then comes down and he likes to. Okay, so his explanation was there was some dude that was hurting women and children, like a sex trafficker or something, and that his mobbies and him were going to take care of this person. She comes out right as he shoots him, and then she sees this in her heart, honey, she can't do it. So she like, woo. And so he has to, it's kind of like, again, Beauty and the Beast, where when Belle tries to escape and then she gets attacked by the wolves, but then the beast comes and then like, you know, and the beast saves her, and then like they're back in that place.
God, this is so true. I forgot about that part in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the scene you're talking about when she wakes up after her heart failure, and then he's just like sitting there, like in the room, like he's been watching her all night, you know, like. But yeah, so then they go back. So then another part after she's been flirting with him and like teasing him, and he needs to like show her what's up is like he takes her into his master study where he has like the mural of him and a lion, honey. And he's like tamed the lion, but he can't tame baby girl. And he like chains her to the bed, and then he puts this rod on her foot, and then we were like confused, but Becky knew what the rod was.
Oh, I knew what that rod is. It's a telescope. I think it's called a telescope, but it's basically, it ties your ankles. It's like this like rod, and on each end of the rod is like a handcuff or, you know, a cuff, and you put it around your ankles, and it's supposed to like keep your legs open. But if you struggle, the rod only opens wider. To get it, but it gets you all hot and horny. You know what I'm saying?
Scary to me. I'm not flexible, so I'd be like, "Ow!"
Well, then you would say my hips, and then they would. In a good BDSM relationship, you would be like, insert safe word, take the rod off. We need to reset, and then you.
Okay. That's good. Then. Okay, we can Is that's an option, like a reset?
Yeah. In my book, in my Jennie, if I were to kidnap you, you have the option to reset.
Oh my God, I would love to be kidnapped by you, Becky.
Oh, thanks.
I want to know what your safe words are.
I don't. I mean,
what would it be?
It depends.
Like, would it be something funny or something serious?
I think it has, I would want to pick a safe word that was jarring enough that it couldn't be like in or the, you know,
Sure.
like something
that would be crazy to choose the. Can you imagine?
Now that's confusing.
That is very confusing.
I don't know. I feel like
safe word as a safe word would also be confusing, you know.
Yeah. Or
That would
stop.
be. Or
stop.
no.
Yeah.
I love this.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
God. All of these are bad safe words.
Mhm.
it'd have to be like banana.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know. For one, I feel like I would want to come up with like a funny safe word between me and my partner should,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like what if we had
specific,
Like a little inside joke. Bette Midler.
like, yeah, exactly. Jennie just came up with our safe word. Jennie, when I kidnap you,
That's me
Bette
and
Midler.
Becky.
Bette Midler. Like, Jennie, I apologize.
And then we both go, oh, love her.
And then the rest of the night, we would just be discussing the rose.
Yeah, we would just watch the rose.
Yeah. Jennie, come over.
I know, seriously.
Okay.
But
Oh,
yeah, so
yeah.
that's what happens to her, and she's struggling, and she realizes she's being like torn asunder by this telescope, honey. And then she does not want to hook up with him yet. She's like, I'm not gonna, you know, like suck it or whatever. So now here's like a crazy part that we didn't have to realize and understand. Okay. So suddenly she's like, you have people for that, right? Like talking about giving a blowjob. Well, honey, he does have people for that. And we have met that person because in an earlier scene, one of the earlier sex scenes with him, before that baby girl was being chained in the the downstairs, what do you call them? Dungeon. The dungeon or whatever, was that he was on a plane, a private plane, honey, and the stewardess, flight attendant, I guess is what we call them now. She gives him a blowjob, and it's a very real looking blowjob.
It was incredibly real. It had me gasping.
It had her gagging.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Because like I feel like in the shot, like there were so many times where you would see top of peen shots from him.
Yeah.
Like how do you even like I kind of use my elbow like to like pretend to be like a weird flesh colored phallus. You would just see like, I mean,
you would see.
I mean, it probably was just like a fake one, right?
I assume there was a fake one.
Yes,
maybe.
Yeah.
But this flight attendant gags on it, honey, and he's like somewhat like being forceful. You know, he's like holding her head and like doing a lot of the work, if you know what I'm saying. And she like does that thing that felt very real to me, was that after gagging on it, she's like tearing up, you know. And you're like, at first, I mean, it's very jarring. You're like,
that was like very disturbing for me.
I was disturbed. Yeah.
I like,
but then as she walked away, she smiled.
Like a porn thing, like that. I don't know. Like, is that like?
Wait, what did you say, Jennie?
Like,
I'm sorry.
That feels like something we see in porn now. Is like the mascara running, like the gagging thing, like that. I don't know. That felt like sex. I mean, maybe it does for some people. That I don't want to be like judgmental.
Chris is pointing to herself right now.
Okay. So
I have a very I gag really easily, but doesn't. I mean, sometimes I can't. Oh God. I that happens to me.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I think it happens to most people.
Yeah,
like so like that's not real. I mean, didn't feel. I mean, if she was upset afterward, I think that it would be like even more problematic. She does smile, so we're like, oh, she's into this.
Yeah, it made me feel better when we saw the second blowjob from her. So I was like, okay, this is like their thing. They're into this. That made me feel better. But at first, I was like, what?
Because it reveals that like she's not the flight attendant, like she's like his personal blowjobber.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But she's a fluffer.
That's it. Fluffer.
Right,
Yeah.
And so if they're into that, that's cool.
Yeah. So in this scene where she's tied to the bed, telescope, looking at a portrait, he is sitting on a couch in front of like the portrait of himself and the lion or tiger, I forget, a big cat animal. The blowjobber comes in and she gives him a blowjob in front of Laura as she's tied there. So she's basically being cuckolded, I think. That's what the phrase is.
Yes, but it's not like she's not embarrassed by it. I think that there's something powerful in her gaze, and this is what I took from it. It wasn't like, well, I don't know cuckolding very well. I can't even say it, but like I don't know a lot about it, but like there seemed to be this power thing where he would look at her and she would look at him, but she didn't have to like do anything. I thought it was like, I have never been in this situation. And in real life, I think that I wouldn't like it. But in the moment I was like, oh, all she has to do is sit there and not gag and not, just sit there and look hot.
Right. Well, it's like it's kind one of those things. If it's like this consensual thing that you are all into, that's great.
Yeah.
But obviously if your boyfriend was like, oh, surprise. I'm gonna have this other woman come give me a blowjob, and then that would be very disturbing.
I mean, I felt like the scene was hot just the way he was gazing at her was just like this woman who's bobbing up and down in front of him, but he's looking right at her, and it was almost like he wanted to look at her while he was getting his dick sucked, because it's like hard to look at someone in the eye.
Yeah,
when you're sucking, when you're getting your dick sucked.
Just kind of like,
I wanted to know, like, where did she come from? Like moments before, and then like is there like a side? Is there like a bathroom? Is there like?
Yes.
Like, how did she get in?
I have an answer to this. I mean, this is what I assume. In one of my favorite like things I've ever watched, Carmen Electra was interviewed about what it was like to like be a girlfriend of Prince.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever saw this interview, but Carmen Electra was a girlfriend of Prince, right, a long time ago. Which is like, can you imagine the things that she knows from like being around like Dennis Robin and him, God bless, and that other guy, I forgot his name, from the rock star. Moving on, but she said that she was living in Prince's home, and at all times she had to be ready, like makeup, everything. She would sleep in full face makeup because at any time he would like summon for her and she should be ready, which is hilarious to me because also like remember like 2000s and 90s Carmen Electra was like that full face painted makeup. She was always oily, just because of like, that makeup.
And I thought he wanted you just the way you are. What's that song?
You don't have to be my girl.
You don't
have to watch Dynasty. You never said you don't have to wear full face makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Contradictory, Prince.
Yeah.
You just want your extra time. I don't know. But
yeah.
So she would just be like ready to go at any moment.
I think that when she's not stewardessing, honey, she's not in the air. She's in like full on bondage and just like has like a little dorm room. She hangs off to the side. He maybe rings a bell, and she's like clips in her pony, one of those ponytail extensions, and she's like off. She's like off the races.
Showtime. Yeah, showtime.
She's watching TV.
What do you think she was watching?
Golden Girls.
Yes. Hey, let me hit pause while Blanche.
What a life! It's a good life.
Are practicing their tap dance and then give someone a blowjob.
Maybe that's their safe word.
Yeah. Thank you for being a friend. Is you just start singing "Thank you for being a friend" as your safe word. Okay. So then after that, there's like, she does a thing. Well, anyway, I want to get to the yacht when they finally do have sex, which is in the yacht.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we should do, okay, so yeah, so she does say, at one point is, right after that scene, they don't bone, right? He's like, okay, hurry up, get up, we have to go to the club. And she's like, what? She kind of thinks like she, like, at this point, you're like, oh, she does want to bone. Like, I think that this, like, whole thing was, like, somewhat turned on, like, there was no foreplay, but maybe that was her foreplay. And she's like, almost about to give it in, but he's like, no, let's go to this club. So then she puts on extension ponytail. She goes to this club, and she, like, dresses up, like, super sexily, like, everyone's just like, you can't wear that, like, you have to be a modest woman. I don't understand why they're saying this, like, you can't wear that. It's like, yes, you can.
Yeah.
She goes to this club
you
and
bought
like
it for her during the shopping
her, she looks hot as hell. And then one of the dudes that hits on her is from like a rival Bob.
So close. It's a rival Bob Ross.
Oh, Bob Ross show.
It's wild. Bad. Bob Ross makes this crazy cameo.
Paints her like one of his friends' girls.
Yeah. He's painting happy little trees in this nightclub.
I'm so mad. I don't like my boss. Why? I don't know.
Or like it's like a rival family, and she's like flirting with them, but then the guy gropes her in like a bad way.
Yeah, and
Massimo
Massimo
gets pissed.
cannot be like disrespected like this.
No.
So it creates friction now.
Mhm.
And we have to tell that part because it comes up later.
It does, yeah.
As like she did something that like inadvertently was bad, even though he did a bunch of things that was bad. But okay. Becky.
Yes. Okay. So he ends up killing the rival mob people, right? Like there's like he's so mad he kills them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this part at all.
I kind of zoned out at this part too.
I zoned out a lot, but like it's also very confusing who he kills and who he's not. And he kind of says he does. And then this is another confusing
looks
part.
The same. Like every woman looks the same, and every old mob boss man looks the same,
except for his wife, his ex-wife. So then at another gala later, I mean, you know, God bless her.
Wait, he has an ex-wife?
Oh, I didn't know that either.
It's 100% true. But you guys, yes, they go to that gala. I love you all so much. They go to that gala, and his like, his wife.
Yes. Okay. Now I remember.
Annie? I don't know what I think her name is Annie, and she's. I mean, okay, let's just. I hate to say this, but let's just point it out. Okay, Massimo, the actor, is like probably like 29.
Yeah,
you know, like Laura's like
29,
27, and then they cast an actress to play his ex-wife who's 46. You know, which like you know, I actually do like her, but like it's a little like, oh, who are you? Like, because we don't know anything, and everything's very confusing. So we're like, oh. And she's like, I knew that you loved her. Like, I knew about the room because like there was also a room that he had before he kidnapped Laura, where he had like all of her clippings everywhere, like poster of like I did like Leonardo DiCaprio and Devin Sawa, you know, my teen pop days. But that was like him. And the ex-wife,
that's a hunk. That's a good hunk.
He's a hunk.
Yeah.
He's hunky.
He was my favorite hunk.
Yeah.
Okay, side note, whenever I have a female friend on this show and I talk about like, who was your first crush? Devin Sawa down the line.
Casper.
Yeah,
first
Casper.
We all became women, I think.
Exactly. I think Casper was like when we first learned what horniness was.
Like something happened.
Jonathan Brandis was around, and like R.I.P. Jonathan Brandis. Like Jonathan Brandis was a huge ass.
Yeah, Sequest DSV.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ladybugs.
Yes. Rodney Dangerfield in that movie.
That in a long time. I bet that movie does not hold up.
I loved that movie so much,
but oh boy,
I'm not gonna watch it again.
About what the actual plot was.
We watch that movie next with Rodney Dangerfield and
oh no,
Jack A.
Yeah,
Jack A. Harris and
God, I can't believe you remember that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The things that I like are in here versus the things that have never found its place and never found a home.
right.
So crazy. So I just wanted. So they go to the gala. The ex-wife is like, oh, like and then so him and he's like, and she's like, I'm going to take away her just like you took something away from me. Mm-hmm. And whether from watching this movie, I still can't decide whether she is saying that he took his love away from her or whether she was related to the person that he killed. I could not tell like which one it was. Okay.
You know, I don't think the writer of the movie did either.
Maybe it's a interpretation.
There's going to be a sequel.
Oh yeah. So there's basically no like you know antagonist in the movie, you know. So like this is what we get as any sort of like conflict because there's nothing happening in this movie that's like they're running from the police and there's nothing, you know.
Yeah, no.
No one's looking for her, you know. The boyfriend, you know, like there's
why is nobody looking for her?
Because she calls her mom and is like, I got a new job in Sicily and I'm leaving now. Bye. Yeah. And her mom's like, congratulations.
Oh my God, there was a bit of fireworks. Sorry, that scared the shit out of me.
So you should know that happens too. And then then the yacht happens.
Okay. So he's mad, like she's mad that about the shooting. She has the heart thing. He's like mad, but like shot the person. They're on the boat and they're arguing. For some reason, they're on a yacht. I don't know how they get there.
He's rich.
He's rich. Whatever. Rich people have yachts. They're arguing about something, and she falls off the boat. She falls over backwards.
And her heart, honey. I mean, those sharks, those heart. You know what's gonna happen.
So he saves her.
Dives in.
dives in, saves her. She is saved. She wakes up in a yacht bedroom, and then she realizes
naked. She's naked as the day she was born.
Mm-hmm. No, wait, isn't she wearing like fancy underwear? She's wearing like a fancy thong for some reason.
Oh yeah.
They're comfortable to sleep in a thong.
Oh, yeah. I can't wear them. Period.
No, same here.
I wear them
with my period. But no, I don't wear them at all.
Yeah. I'm into thongs. Can you believe it?
How?
Good for you.
Because underwear, like I wear them with like jeans, because like underwear like rides up my butt. Like it won't stay.
That's where the thong is.
I know, but I get like these ones from Gap, and they're just like soft, and so you can't. It's just like fine. You don't feel it.
I need to
get those thongs.
But otherwise, like I feel like I'm constantly pulling my underwear down.
Yeah, and
they fit without pants on, but then I don't know. They just ride up throughout the day. It annoys me too much.
Good to know.
I'm into but I'm not into like sexy thongs. They're literally like cotton, like gray cotton.
But she is wearing like
a link.
$125 sexy thong.
Yeah.
Post-drowning thong. Almost drowning thong.
I love a whale tail.
Yeah.
Remember those?
No. What's a whale tail?
Now that I think about it, it was like a very derogatory term.
It's what, remember when Gwen Stefani used to wear like hip hugger jeans, but then the tops of her thong would like show? That's a whale tail, right?
Or like on your butt crack, like the top of the thong would like pop out of the back of your jeans, because we used to wear those like super low rise jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I never could ever wear those. I mean, like the fact that Britney Spears still wears low rise things, and I literally had this is my side note, I'm so sorry.
Oh, go on it.
On Britney Spears' Instagram, it's just like a treasure trove of whatever, but she's still wearing the same like rolled up boxers that she like always has or whatever. And like, there's sometimes when I have to pause a video, like from the lowest, like from where the boxer is to where I'm assuming her like mound starts is 1 centimeter. Like, and I just like look at it and I'm just like, I don't have, and I never have had a body that I can like, it's like physics going wrong. Like, I don't understand how you wear it. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't have, like, my hips are too big. Like, like there's nothing for me there.
Yeah. And just like, I feel like maybe that's me, but like the amount of shaving you would need to do just because of how low on her hip bone, I'm like, oh my God. You like, if you sit and then stand up, you're
everything.
Fucked. Yeah, everything comes out.
Yeah.
Not functional fashion, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. She dances. The thing is, like, but what I'm talking, like, Britney will dance in it. Like,
It must have been like for her like MTV award like thing. I wonder if it was like taped. Like her pants are taped.
That's why I'm like, but what I'm talking about is her like dumb Instagram where we obviously know that she's not thinking twice about anything. She's not taping those like boxer shorts up. She can't, I mean, she's not even like brushing her hair. She's not, I mean, she doesn't know micellar cleansing water to like clean up the eye makeup from the night before. Like she's doing the bare minimum, and yet she can fully dance in like rolled boxer shorts as if it's 1997. It just is like,
I know.
It's unfathomable to me.
She's amazing.
She's an amazing fountain of youth woman. I love her. I love her Instagram.
Oh yeah, no,
it's great.
It makes me a little too sad, I think.
I mean, first of all, I feel like she just lives in a different world where like, she just lives in a different world where like no one's telling her anything. Like there's no sounding board of reality. There's no one to be like, girl, like maybe think like just the runway walks back and forth. Like, but then there's something so crazy, like freeing about it. Like this person has like no self-consciousness and in that way, whether she has it in other ways, it's like, she does not care about acting cool. And as like a pop star, you just don't ever see that.
Yeah, totally.
In the age of Kardashian and everything is so like photoshopped or whatever. It's so crazy to see this person who's like, anyway, we can talk about Britney Spears.
Oh my God. We can talk about her all day. Okay. So wait, thongs. Yeah.
So I think that what you're about to say is after all of this, she finally is like let's do this. And he had made her a promise, which is that when he takes her, he's going to take her so hard, they're going to hear her scream in Warsaw. That was my favorite line. That's my favorite lines. That's fine. And so this yacht happens, and they boink on this yacht. They don't stop. Like, you know,
they
like
don't stop.
The waves are crashing. Like, if this yacht is a rockin', then like that's what's a happening.
They are having sex.
Concert, you know.
They're having sex on the bed. They're having sex like on the outside of the boat, like on the roof of the boat. They're having sex, all these different
the dinghy.
positions.
I'm surprised they don't just like, you know, like on the dinghy, like, you know, like being like, you know, like pulled from the side in the captain's chair, honey, you know, what's happening? I don't know.
Like UTI level sex. She has got a UTI.
Oh my God, she was just in the water like that. Everything's up there and it's just being like added with other things.
Yeah.
And she's just being fucked raw by this guy.
Yeah. Oh, the rawest.
She's not going to be well later.
No, especially for a heart condition.
Oh, it's all scary.
Yeah.
Troubling.
So then I had my second glass of wine at this point, which meant I was drunk. But they basically, like, we see that they have fallen in love with each other pretty much. Like, it's not perfect, but she's, like, in love with him.
Definitely not perfect.
I guess it worked. I guess his plan worked.
His plan worked.
This is like, it did not need 365 DNA, honey, because at this point it really is like 12 DNA. I mean, like maybe like 11 DNA.
It was 11.
Like a week. Yeah, it was nothing.
It was nothing. So then I think we need to talk about this wig. Suddenly, the biggest twist.
So she decides to go home for a second. It's kind of like how Belle does, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to keep bringing this up or whatever, but it is.
I really don't remember Beauty and the Beast. What was the rose?
The rose was...
Why was it a calendar? Because he keeps saying the 365. There should have been like some sort of calendar that he like keeps putting up the days or crossing off each day that she's not in love with him yet.
Yeah, like he has like an Ann Getty's calendar.
Babies and the flower garden babies, cottage core babies, which is a whole thing now.
Little babies in tutus.
The same as Beauty and the Beast. Because wasn't the rose like a countdown?
Totally.
Petals
it
or
is.
whatever?
Yeah, absolutely.
Last rose fell on the 364th DNI. In love with me. But so then she's like, I have to go back to my house. I have to go back to Warsaw to do who knows what.
Isn't
So
like there's a wedding? Is someone getting married?
Oh, that's what it is. Thank you, Becky.
You're welcome.
So then she like goes and like has to stay at her friend's house, right? And this is the same, like this is not this. Okay, so when she was on her birthday trip, she had a best friend there. And then suddenly she's at a best friend's house. It's not the same woman. And I cannot tell you if it was supposed to be or if that actress wasn't available for the second part of the shoot.
I think the actress booked the Burger King commercial. It was way more money and decided to bolt.
I mean, I couldn't even tell because they all look the same anyway.
Yeah.
It was like thin brunettes.
Yeah, they were very favorable to the brunettes.
But this character, but like I will say this actress, the second actress, like really takes her character to like, I think.
She did well. She did some good work.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. I remember being like, she's trying and she's doing some good work.
Yeah, like she like really brings it home. They're like screaming at each other. They're so happy. There's a lot of like sometimes like mildly sexual aspects of their friendship, which is like, I don't know if that's 100%. But
yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah, no, it's totally weird. But then like they go, honey, it's like, what are we gonna do? Spa day, and they go and get like spa stuff happen. They get like a bath, together. As I mean, I guess I go to Korean bath. It's just like I've never like kissed my friends on the mouth.
But this is why it felt like it was made by men.
I know.
Yeah,
it wasn't. It's like this like kind of like sapphic relationship between two women is like a male fantasy thing.
Yeah,
not to say that isn't real. Like I'm sure that is real. Like in a lot of or with a lot of relationships, but
You know, like Victorian best friends, like, you know, I mean, like, you know how there's like, I don't have to look up the actual concept, but I think of like sometimes there's like Victorian sleepover sisters or sleepover friends, which are kind of like those kind of like a kind of that kind of relationship, which I never had.
Can you please?
What is a Victorian sleepover friend? Wait.
Victorian sleepover sister.
Hang on a second.
It's like in my, this is my
intimacy
connotation.
Yeah.
This is not in the dictionary.
Like a physical intimacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where like either they hook up or they make out. It's like just what they do, and there's no concept of like gay or straight.
I think a lot of those I kind of understand that thing that you're referencing, and I think a lot of those movies were made by men. Like I don't think that is necessarily like real. Like we have like Portrait of a Lady on Fire, but then that was the actual like lesbian relationship.
But then there was also Tinsley and Leah had a nice kiss.
That's true. But in that case, like they do have like sexual undertones. Like I believe they do want to fuck each other.
Yeah, I felt like okay, but I'm talking about Real Housewives of New York, obviously.
Yeah.
Tinsley and Leah, they like are so.
I knew what you were talking about immediately.
Yeah, of course. Well, how many Tinsleys do you know?
I just wanted to make sure, like, no one listening is like, "Are you talking about in 50 Shades Tinsley?" And I'm like, "No, there's no Tinsley." I'm talking about Real
when
Housewives.
they're drunk, they kiss. But I do think that they do want to fuck.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sonia and Ramona have also.
Yeah, they want to fuck.
kissed.
Yeah,
But
so
I
maybe you have fucked or would like to.
Yeah, Brandy and Denise Richards, honey, they're Victorian sleepover sisters.
Yeah. Oh.
But like, I feel like, but you know, I always felt like it was like they were so drunk they didn't matter who it was. They just needed to put their mouth on another mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was just like drunk.
Okay, so
They're with a friend, and they live with their makeover. And one part of their makeover is that, and it's confusing because, is that she decides to have suddenly a platinum blonde hair with black roots, kind of like Heather Locklear, like when she first came on Melrose Place, like that kind of look.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's so obviously a wig, like that. It's like when you're watching the movie, you're like, when's she gonna pick up the wig?
Yeah, I thought that too. Of like, oh, she's like, it's like a
disguise.
Yeah.
Because the first scene, so she gets this makeover and they go to a bar. And I'm just led to believe that like, oh, she just wants to go to this bar with her friend and be a little incognito just in case she sees anyone that she knows. And by the way, that happens, you know, and just be like a little like chill about her like foyer back into Warsaw.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like what we're supposed to believe is her now actual hair.
Yeah.
But yes, they go to the bar. Then like her like sassy McSass's friend like gets hit on, you know, by some dude who just like sends over a drink and it's just like, come over here. And then she's like, bye bitch. And she like goes over to the bar and then guess who shows up?
You will never fucking believe it. Can I get a one-word suggestion? It is her first boyfriend.
Oh my God. Mr. like bald head and t-shirt.
Mr. Lame, who wears flip-flops all the time.
What did they even like each other for in the first place?
Don't know.
It's like big that relationship start.
So, but she goes back to his apartment for some reason, or her apartment.
Yeah, he follows her to her apartment, and it's supposed to be like they're arguing the whole way, you know, and he's like, "Why won't you take me back?" or whatever. And then you're like, "Oh my God, this is so crazy," because like and then she opens the door to her apartment, and
who is there?
Guess who's in the apartment?
Guess who's in the apartment?
One word guess.
Okay. It is.
I can't remember.
Jenny, even I remember at this point. It was Massimo. Massimo was there, sitting in her fancy IKEA chair, brooding. Just like the exact same setup as when she like, you know, like when she fainted in his palace where he like watched her sleep. Like he's just like, you know, you can know exactly what I'm doing. It's like his whole face is resting on his hand. His fingers are making like a loser style frame for his jaw, you know, and he's just like in the lamp like glow of one very mildly lit lamp, you know, it barely is on, you know, and he's just waiting, staring at the door and watches this happen. So they walk in and they're like talking in Polish, honey. It's, you know, and they're like arguing. Yeah.
And he's like, don't speak Polish, but I can tell what you guys are doing isn't great. Or like, I can tell the lady doesn't want you here. And then she sees that Massimo's there. And then she's like, well, why don't you come in? It's a horrible accent, but like to her ex-boyfriend or whatever. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh my God, it's going to go to fisticuffs. I mean, did you guys think that?
Yeah, I did. And I'm like, Massimo's just going to like kill him.
Oh, yeah. We've seen him kill like people.
Himself a murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, one guy just flirted with her at a club. This is like her ex that won't leave her alone. I mean, he is dead.
Yeah.
Then bald heads are rolling, But ends up just being that like, he's like, no, it's okay, I'll leave.
Yeah. And then we have another wild sex scene.
Wild.
I don't remember this one. What was this one?
She's like against, like, first of all, it's like a high-rise apartment or whatever. She's against the window and he's like fucking her as they're like looking out at the view of whichever city.
Okay, I remember that.
And I guess they must have
been getting like drunk. And I was high too.
Yeah, I mean, I was all of those things. But this I couldn't look away. But they had a shot. I mean, I thought they used like a crane, but someone informed me that it was a drone. But like they were shooting it outside the building of them just like fucking, and like the drone itself is like going around, and you see it through one window, and then it goes around the corner, and you see it like from another side, and it was just
how much money they had for this movie.
I know.
I mean, the locations are truly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even talk about the shower sex scenes. But the shower.
This
beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, the shower is really nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Shower. That was not sexy for me. That shower sex scene.
It started sexy and then it ended disturbing.
Well, it was like he was like, I'm so sad. It was like, I'm so sad for some reason. He was sad or upset for some reason.
Oh yeah. So this is like early in the movie. They haven't done anything yet, but like obviously she's attracted. They're asleep in bed, and he's still sleeping. She decides to get into a shower. This shower is a shower built for two. There's two faucets, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous
like a tile apartment.
Beautiful. It's literally, it's bigger than my apartment. Yeah. And so she's showering, and then he joins her, and she is.
And we see like all his butt. We do see like. What do you call it? We have to think of a word. What is the technical word for the top shaft? Top part of the like.
I always say like top of peen.
Top of peen, yeah. It's like the mound of a dude. Like it's like you don't see the head, and so it's fine, but you just see
Is it like the base? Do you see like is that the base of the dick?
Oh, I guess. Yeah, it's like the base.
Like the top?
Yeah. But like, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you call it?
Home base, honey. No,
home base. We're gonna just call it the Massimo spot from now on.
X marks the spot.
You see the spot. And she's like looking at it, and she's like getting all randy, and he's like, do you want to touch it? And she goes,
yeah, that was so stupid. That was my second like favorite line.
Yeah.
Do you want to touch it? Can you imagine if someone said that to you?
Yeah. And it's
what an unhorny line.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, you know that you want, like, I hate, like, also a narcissistic person saying that, because it's like, you really want to fucking touch it. I would just be like, no, you can touch it yourself.
You just, punch him in the dick.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, for me, like, I'm just like I like dicks, but I also don't get them. And it's just like, I don't want to like touch your dick. Like, I want you to do something to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I would rather touch your biceps, your abs, your butt, but not like this like dick that I just don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, it's not like she's never seen one before. Like,
yeah.
I disagree with you, Becky. I love manhandling.
We need this other perspective.
No, totally. I feel like I would rather have the dick in an orifice, but I don't want to like touch it and then like.
You don't want to poke at it
with your two fingers like that? You see what she did, honey. She you know what she did? It's the same movement. She just like pushed the button at a slot machine instead of pulling the trigger. But that same kind of like two finger like push wheel, you know?
Yeah. Like, I feel like I would rather, because what she does is she touches his butt. I'm like, that's hot. She presses her body against him.
You know
Super
what?
fucking
I would
hot.
want to touch the butt. If he was like, do you want to touch my butt? I'd be like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch a butt.
Interesting.
Oh my
Interesting.
God. We're learning so much about each other
Wow.
tonight.
I love a butt. I love a nice man butt.
I know. I've been obsessed with butts lately. Just been
Butts are great.
I hate a
butt-tastic.
man butt. I hate men butt.
Oh my God.
I love arms, and I can like I could and I have slept with a member in my hand.
Nice.
What? Like falling asleep?
That's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's comforting. Kind of, I really
Oh,
do.
like it's like a blankie.
Yeah, like
It's your teddy
Cassie
bear.
or like a lovey. Yeah, a lovey.
That's so sweet, Chris. So
Cute.
sweet.
Well, that's nice. I think that's nice.
Yeah, to each their own. Listen, no judgment. This is a no judgment zone.
I think that's how men feel about like boobs. They just want to fall asleep holding them.
Yeah.
So why
I
not?
like that too. Yeah, that's fine.
Makes sense. I get it.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like is there anything else that we should talk about this movie? I mean, it's like, is there any final thoughts that we have?
We can't give it away, right, Becky? What happens at the end?
We can give it away. I feel like, I think we can give it away.
So basically what happens is that they've now like boned, right? And then they go to the stupid wedding or whatever. That's like the most stupidest thing. Like nothing really happens this wedding.
And she's wearing a white sparkly dress for some reason. I wouldn't wear that dress.
Another like shopping montage of her trying on wedding dresses.
Yes.
With her best friend.
All of a sudden, like she loves him, and then they're gonna get married.
Yeah. And she's pregnant. She finds out she's pregnant. Of course.
Tells her best friend. That best friend's mad. They're at the beach. The best friend's mad. She doesn't tell him yet. And they're driving, honey. They're driving
in like Sicily or whatever. Like it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's through a cavernous cave by the sea. I mean, to my mind, it's like what Ireland. I don't know. Who knows where it is? Probably Poland. So before they go in the cave, though, she like calls Massimo, and I think we're like, she's gonna tell him. I mean, like we're like, she's gonna now tell him that she's pregnant, like just randomly on a phone call. Like that seems weird. They're gonna help because they're gonna hang out later that night,
right?
But then Massimo's like one of his henchmen also gets a phone call, and it's just like, what? Right now? And then that henchman drives right to like Massimo's gorgeous compound, but right, like it's not like a normal house where it's just like, get to the house, run up the stairs. It's like he has to like get to the compound, drive through the gates, drive down the long driveway. It's like tree line. It's gorgeous. Park the car, honey. Where is Massimo? It's a huge estate. Oh, he's outside by the pool. My God, it's like a 20-minute walk to the pool. Like by the time he gets there, he just looks at Massimo. And during that time, Laura's called him on the phone, and like, it's bad reception. He like kind of can't answer it. And then he looks at his henchman, and Laura goes into the cave. And we are supposed to believe some Princess Diana-esque situation happens in that cave.
Yeah, that's where the movie ends. We do not see anyone come out of the cave. Roll credits.
To a Michelle Monroney hit, you know,
which is like, again, like his music was like when you walk, it's like the music you hear when you walk into like Sally Beauty Supply, like that's his music.
It is. It's just like generic pop music.
Yeah.
Like he had to pay somebody to make it.
It's like when a housewife records a song.
Yeah, he paid one person to come up with the beat that also like will do like the auto tune, you know, of his like voice or whatever.
Well, I'm curious, like, is he like a big star over
this made him a star?
This made him a star.
This was like a big hit, this movie.
I think that he also was on like a version of, and because you can tell I deep dived. I mean, when I first watched this movie, I really was obsessed with him, and I was like, I need to know everything about this person.
Sure.
He was on like a competition show, I think in Italy, like Dancing with the Stars, you know, after this movie, you know. And side note to anyone is that hi, I'm Lebanese. You should know that. So what I also found out is that he has an ex-wife, and I was like, oh my God.
Already? He's 29.
I know, honey.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
He has an ex-wife and 2 kids,
Judgmental.
and his ex-wife is a Lebanese fashion designer. And I mean, when I found that piece of information now, you could hear me scream in Warsaw.
What
happened in their marriage or why they're not together anymore. But so, yeah, that's one thing I found out. And the other thing is that, yes, people have been like, as we said, people have come up to him and been like, the sex scenes look so real. Were you actually having sex? And like, he is so proud that he's just like, no, we didn't actually have sex. And he said, that's just how good of an actors we are. Like this.
He said actors? He didn't say director, like got good shot. Oh my God.
Right. No, and no. He was just like, we're the best. I'm the best. I think like, like he's like Leslie Odom Jr., honey. He can sing and he can act and like take people's breath away.
Yeah, they really hate him. I hate him.
I know.
If
he was like a good guy.
I want to say like the two of them had no chemistry. Or I don't know if like, like one time, how old is this guy? He's in his 20s?
He's like 29 or 30, I think.
Okay, I guess, well, no, one time when I was like young, like, like early 20s, and I hooked up with this guy who was like a little, even younger. I think I was probably like 25 and he was maybe like 21 or something, still in college basically. And he like humped me, like, but like, like we weren't having sex. We had our clothes on and he just started to hump me.
Okay.
But like hard, like almost like you watched a porn, like how they like fuck in porn, but he was just like humping.
Wow.
And I was just like, what? And I didn't even realize that what he was doing was probably like because of porn, like until years later. And like, but something about like the way this actor was like in sex scenes, like reminded me of that. Like it was like he was pretending, like I don't know if he had any actual like sensuality or I don't know that he enjoys intimacy or something. Like it felt like he was like humping the mirror.
Yeah. I feel like I hope I'm not going to read, maybe I'll read the book, but maybe I won't. I hope that the sex scenes in the book are better written, and it's like it's written in a way where know that he knows how to please a woman.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I just didn't like. I wish if they would have even had some chemistry, the two actors, maybe I would have been like, okay, I'm more on board. Yeah. But it was like they were just acting by themselves.
Mm-hmm. It was like they were in two different movies.
They were, and they were both like trying. I mean, I have a lot of respect for her. Like she was trying really hard, doing the best, and she was doing the most with the least.
Yeah, and he just showed up and was like, I'm hot enough, I'm fine. I'm just going to say my lines and people will like it.
That was shocking to me, especially because of what I thought this was going to be, like, or he was going to be like another like charming hottie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really wish that he could be charming. Maybe, I don't know, he's young. Maybe once he turns 35, he'll realize he needs charm.
Channing Tatum, who's like not a very good actor, but he has like a charm,
Or even like a Chris Hemsworth, I think is like, he like put a video out of him washing dishes, and I'm like, come, I came. Done.
I've unfortunately watched a lot because once I started Instagram stalking him, like my, the Instagram algorithm was like, you have a new obsession. That's all we're going to give you. Like literally my explore page is a bunch of cottagecore and a bunch of Michelle Monroney. That's great. That's what it is for me. Okay. God bless.
Okay. Well, Jennie, I'm losing my mind. Jennie, Chris, thank you guys so much for returning to the podcast. I always love it when guests return.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, this was so fun.
Anytime you'll have me, I will be here.
Oh my God, please. I need guests. I need to this is an excuse to just talk to you guys, to be honest with you. So
also, it was just so much fun to watch this movie. We a few of us watched this on over FaceTime, and we had a really good time.
Yeah, it was great.
We did.
Good morning, everyone. This is Jeffy Kennedy, and I'm here with my first cup of coffee every morning on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I'm an award-winning author of fantasy and romantic fantasy, and I chat with you about what it's like to be a career author. I honestly share my daily challenges and triumphs in getting my novels written. I give insights into the business side of being a writer and reflect on leading a fulfilling and creative life. Sit down and have a cup of coffee with me.
Too Stupid to Live is part of the Frolic Podcast Network. For more podcasts you'll love, visit frolic.media/podcasts. Thank you so much for listening and have a great rest of your day. 'Cause